So Butte is presenting today. So Kathy, I will turn it over to you.
Okay, thank you, Katie. I appreciate that. So I am going to go ahead and jump right into sharing my screen. I do need to apologize. I'm in a different office today as one of our elementary administrators is out sick. And so I keep getting this odd message saying that I've got a poor signal strength. And I moved my laptop around a couple times hoping to change that. But please give me a shout out if something happens and you can't see what I am presenting to you all, please. I would appreciate that. So let's see. All right. Can you guys see my my screen? Yes. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that, Emily. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump into my slideshow. And please know that I'm not a very good public speaker. It makes me very nervous, oddly. I love to talk, but not to groups of people. So in our adult ed program, we have been really working for the past, I want to say the past 2 years on really doing a lot of research, visiting with a lot of different programs and trying to figure out what could meet the unique folks of our community as far as their educational and their professional goals would be. And so one of the things that we have found it to be, quite honestly, a huge hit in our community, and I know many of the other programs are using essential education, but we found that it has really done our people well in the form of being able to be a computer-based study program. It definitely provides our students opportunity to monitor their own progress. And I think that that is an extremely important part of our adult ed world. I don't want to read the slides to you guys, so and because we are all using, or many of us are using essential ed, I won't read them. I'll just briefly talk about them. As you can see, that with essential education, it provides practice tests for our students and the self-assessment so that they're able to see where they're going with their current skills. We also like the fact that it has the interactive videos and practice problems, and our students have really talked about that, mainly because they're able to hear from the classroom teachers as to maybe a presentation of an academic concept, and then if they're just not quite understanding it, then they can go back to the video, or they have the video to reference to those that they are struggling with. Like the fact that as an instructor, we have the interface capabilities within HiSET. And then the most important thing that I administer is the opportunity all to do a report. This provides me the opportunity to ask my Okay, I think I lost my connection, but it looks like it's back. So I apologize. Can you guys hear me now?
We can hear you, Kathy. Thank
Okay.
you. Maybe we could try having everyone, Katie lost her audio as well. Maybe let's try everyone turning off their video to see if that increases the bandwidth. Thanks, everybody.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So Emily, can I continue on?
I think so. You're coming through loud and clear. Thank you, Kathy.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. And again, like I said, as an administrator, I prefer and really appreciate the opportunity to see the student summary report. And my team and I, we meet on our students weekly to discuss their progress that they are making within our program. Oh, let's see. Now it looks like I'm not. Okay, there we go. Again, it shows who hasn't logged in. We're able to monitor what the students are doing. The biggest thing that is changing within our program are some of our new IET programs that we're offering. We have partnered with DPHHS to offer the CNA certification program, as well as the Community Health Worker Fundamentals, which when I get to that slide, you'll see that will go right into an opportunity for apprenticeships. And then we have a low pressure boiler certification, which we've had that for a few years now, and that seems to really be an attractive IET course for a lot of our students. The Certified Nursing Assistant Program, what they will be doing in this program, and this, please know that this is just new to us. We're just started this January 1st. And so we will be preparing students for the careers in healthcare. They're going to be able to learn some basic entry level healthcare. And then the CNA certification will also provide client care assistance. And you can see all of the little items there that they'll be doing, as well as the proper use of equipment and how to document their work with their particular students. This particular course will again be an online course. We have Julie Russell, who will be teaching a 4-week online course. And then we have it set up where at our school, we have had lots of things donated that will help with their lab hours. And we have 2 of our school district nurses that will be providing the clinical lab hours for this particular course. Once they have finished all their hours, then they will take their examination with the headmaster. Our next one that we have partnered with the DPHHS is the Community Health Worker Fundamental Program. And again, Julie Russell will be providing the technical online course work for all of our students. The part of this program that I really liked was the fact that students at the end of 6 weeks will have their certification, and it is going to be free to the student as long as they complete their hours. Then they are able to be connected with a program in our community that they can apprentice under, and then receive their credentials as a community health worker. Our low pressure boiler certification. Like I said, this is one of our older programs that we have. It seems to really have served itself well at providing many people in our school district the proper certification that they need in order to operate the boilers within the schools. We've also have had people that are employed by some of the other larger facilities in our building that operate boilers come through this particular program as well. Coming soon, and I'm super excited about this, is going to be our podcast catalog. We were a little worried because we didn't want to get into trouble with any copyright infringement, but it's through the research that my internal team has put together, it appears that as long as we're not selling it and that we share, then we are going to be okay with the copyright idea. But we will have our catalog completed towards probably the end of spring this year. And I would definitely be willing to share that with anybody that might think a podcast catalog could benefit students within their program. One of the things, again, that we were looking at was being able to provide opportunities for our students in the program to go back in and just have some refresher courses on a variety of different things to help them be more gainfully employed within their chosen career path. We also have one of our teachers that is teaching CDL training, and it's been kind of an interesting process because they, in order to get their CDL licensure, they have to do the driving proportion of it in the truck or vehicle that requires the CDL licensure. So that's been a bit interesting because the students were thinking that we could provide trucks, and we definitely could not due to some liability issues. I also would like to let everybody know that at the end of this program year, Sean Malachny, who has been an educator in the Butte School District for quite a few years now, 25 to be exact, is going to be retiring. We've added to our team, I think some of you may have met Deanna Queer, but we've added to our team another instructor by the name of Claire Bear. And I'm super excited about the progress that our program is making and going forward. And it seems to be something that has really, I don't know, I just really feel good about what's going on within our program and our partnerships with a lot of our folks within our Mako district. So that it concludes my slideshow.
All right, Kathy, thank you very much. If you would send that resource to Emily and I, we can put that up for other programs or send it out if programs ask for it. That would be great.
Perfect. Yes, I will definitely do that.
All right.
Kathy, I had a question. Are you charging anything for your boiler license training or your CDL or your or any of the things that you're doing? Is there a charge?
So the CDL is free to students. The boiler is that is the cost of the book, so it's not as expensive. We've done some research. There are several other communities that do provide a boiler licensure course, and they are a couple, quite honestly, several hundreds of dollars. We charge $170, which is the book, and then a little bit of money to compensate the instructor. With the CNA course, that one is very expensive. Our students for the classes that Julie Russell will be teaching, they will be paying $600 to enroll in that. But then when they go to do their lab, that price could vary based on the number of our students. But overall, we have to for the lab time, we have to have $1,400 in total. But the more students that we get, it would lessen the cost of the labs for the students. The community health course, that is free as long as the student finishes their amount of hours that they need in order to receive that certification. If they don't finish the course, then what we are being told by DPHH or DPPHS is that they would be charged a fee, and that fee was pretty high. It was $1,900 for that. And that's why we need to be extremely selective as to who we recommend enter into that particular program, just because that amount of money is pretty steep for people to be able to come up with right away.
Does the $600 for the CNA include the testing fees?
It does not. The testing fee. So it's actually with the CNA, there's 3 different fees. So you have your online class, your lab fees, and then you have your test fees.
Other questions for Kathy?
And please know I really practiced on on speaking with my slides, and even though I know that I can't see all of you, I just seem to have become very nervous, and I spoke very, very broken. So I do apologize for that.
Oh, no, Kathy, you did great. Thank you. We appreciate it. All right. Any questions, concerns, comments for the good of the order or the group?